is good. We good? YouTube? Alright, looks like we're good. We're back. Court Boys Radio Show. My name is Pearly Q. We're new here to YouTube, so I want to thank everybody for checking in. Those of you who pop in while we're live here, and to those on the replay, alright? So yeah, wanted to jump on here, and let me double check, make sure. Yeah, my mic is working. Alright. Been having mic issues. The mic I had was better than this one, the headset I had. So I'm not happy with the quality I'm working on. I have to get a new headset. They don't sell the one I used to have. It's a cheap one from Walmart. I didn't know how good it was until it shorted out. Anyway, so yeah, we were on here yesterday. I did a video, about this situation, Charles Wu, and Boyce Watkins. Okay, the comments Charles Wu was making, when he was referencing, he was on a live stream talking about sales strategy. And he was using Dr. Boyce's products, the one they partnered up on. He was using Dr. Boyce as a case study, as an example of how to sell. And the reason why he was using Dr. Boyce is because one of the reasons that Charles Wu was so into it was because of the response that Dr. Boyce gets, okay, because he's sincere in what he does, and people respond to that. In a nutshell. Now, I said yesterday that I was confident that Dr. Boyce was going to address this ASAP, and sure enough, okay, he has. Now we're going to look. I'm just going to look at a couple that the video is about 2 hours long. I haven't gotten all the way through it yet. I still have we're about that life around here, so I got other work to do. But I had to jump on and just share a little bit with you guys, okay? And but I will put a link. I will pin a link, in the description to Dr. Boyce's the full video, okay? Where he breaks it down. The video is called. Sorry.
Deeply that there is a plan to keep.
It is called. He called it Dr. Boyce Watkins Exposed. You see it behind me. Let's break it down. That's what he did. And this is what if you really rocking with Boyce and you understand where he's coming from, you understand, okay, what's going on. It ain't about where but if you understand the information that he shares, okay, you like me, you knew that he was gonna address this swiftly, and he did. So I'm just gonna point out, I'm gonna speak on a couple of things. Like I said, I'm only halfway through it myself, but I want to jump on here and speak on a couple of things that he made good points on, and just share that with you guys. If you're watching, if you caught the video yesterday I jumped on and right away. I couldn't wait for Dr. Boyce to come out and address this. I felt compelled to try and to defend his position, because I understand a little bit about sales strategy. I sell products online myself. One of the reasons why I really started taking action on my business and getting my skills up so that I can do what I do is because of Boyce Watkins and people like him, okay? So I felt compelled because he has helped me, literally with just his free podcast, just the information and, the advice he gives helped me tremendously. That's my experience, and that's why I jumped on here. Made the video yesterday. Wasn't that good. I was rambling a lot more than I usually do. But man, people in the comments, they talk about black Twitter and shit, black YouTube. Well, not really. There were a lot of positive comments too, but a lot of people jumped, just jumping all on my ass. What's wrong with you? You a zombie? Like all kinds of off the wall shit. I'm like, people, come on. So yeah, we're gonna touch on a couple of points. Dr. Boyce himself, like I said, addressing shit as usual. He's gonna take care of business. He ain't gonna, he ain't got nothing to hide. That's the thing. People out here trying to discredit him and all this stuff, and this is what he's gonna touch on first here. Is you gotta ask yourself, why are people going out of their way to pull up Charles Wu talking about Dr. Boyce in a not so, positive light, but only because, like I said yesterday, I understand how sales strategy works and marketing works. And that's what Charles Wu was saying. Now, again, Dr. Boyce said, he could have done a better job, because he's being a little disrespectful, talking about it as it's just, if it's just a gimmick, it's just whatever. Dr. Boyce has been doing this for over 10 years. He is very sincere about his work. Okay, if you follow him, you understand. You know that. Okay, nobody has to convince you, right? So, and that's what Dr. Boyce himself is saying here. Now, the other major point I wanted to make here, Dr. Boyce, and I said it yesterday. He's good. They're going to talk about whether it's publicly or not. Dr. Boyce is going to address this and straighten it out. All right, because Charles Wu was out of pocket, and that was not a good look. So it's going to be addressed. Now, guess what? Charles Wu and Dr. Boyce are going to be live tomorrow talking about this situation. All right? Again, that's what I mean. When you're about shit for real, when you're really trying to do something productive and positive, you handle shit like this. Okay? So to all the naysayers and all the people, look, Charles Wu, said that shit, and guess what? Now him and Boyce are going to talk about it, and they're going to straighten it all out, explain it to those who don't understand. All right? Now, like I said, I wanted to touch on just a couple of things. You have to ask yourself, this is what Dr. Boyce brings up in this clip, why are people going out of their way to put this shit out here and get people all riled up, right? And they know it's going to work, because people that don't understand are just going to take Charles Wu's words at face value because they don't understand what he's really talking about selling hopes and dreams and, the black African-American niche. Average people don't understand what he's even talking about. So, of course, they're going to take it personal. Of course, they're going to get upset. They're going to construe it like Charles Wu created all this and then hired Boyce to push it out there, and that's not the case. All right, but Boyce Watkins he touches on this right here. Turn off the music.
Keep you broke and struggling. In fact, if you want to go deeper than that, Dr. Anthony Browder and I had a good conversation in Guyana when I was flying back, where he actually said that that you have to be cautious in a movement because he said, that whenever there's a momentum behind a movement, people start to believe in something or someone. There are people that are planted as provocateurs just to create seeds of distrust. I saw my friend Dr. Wilmer Leon is in here. He's a historian and a political scientist. I'm sure he can confirm that there have been many examples where any sort of movement that has an impact, they'll just drop somebody in there to just start a fight or just start, making people see, someone with seeds of distrust. Now, I don't know if that's true in this case, but what I will say is that if you look amongst, like seriously, I want you to ask yourself this. If you look out here and you see all the black people that are talking on TV, all the black folks that are talking on the internet, how many of them can say, they built a school that's educating 57,000 people? Most of them can't say that. How many of them can say that they just gave $5,000 to African-centered schools and they're bringing these schools together to form a school system? Most of them can't say that. Most of them can't say that they're doing most of the things that we're doing. The books that we put out, the supporting Dr. Claude Anderson, really helping to put him on the map again and make him more visible in our space. Like, these are things that really have the potential to shift thinking in the black community. If you ever want to make white folks scared, then get your money right. Like, with the day black people as a collective become truly economically intelligent and truly understand where the money's at and how to access the resources, that's when you got to watch out. That's when, it's not inconceivable that somebody literally could come and kill me, right? And I'm okay with that. That's why I keep my will with me, and I'm on top of everything as far as death planning, because when Dr. King really started talking about the money, that's when Dr. King was dead. So ultimately, at the end of the day, when we talk about confirming suspicions, Charles, again, he's not as emotionally connected to these ideas. So that's why it came out a little bit less than professional. But at the same time, I'm very suspicious. You know, in fact, I'm super suspicious over the fact that all these videos miraculously are popping up everywhere, where there are people that are trying to sort of portray this false image that, aha, you see that guy that did 10,000 hours of video on black empowerment. He ain't nothing but he's working for the white man. The white, you know, this Asian guy is telling him what to do, right? Like, where is that coming from? Like, who are the people that have these YouTube channels? Why aren't they revealing themselves? Don't think that it's beyond me that this could actually be something that somebody's doing to deliberately cause some sort of, you know, rift or whatever, right? And so I'm not going to play too much into it.
Yeah, but you know what? I am going to go into that, okay? Because here at the show, okay, we do, we usually do, we keep it, we try to keep it entertaining. So we do, some, entertaining stuff, current, events and celebrity news. We do stuff like that. But we also do what Dr. Boyce does, okay? We also like to help, teach and, help. We talk about, I talk about how I build my business, how I learned, okay? That's the cool thing about going into business. You can do what you want. I happen to also want to help people. I only, want to make sure my family's good and, people around me are good. But I want to take what I know and share it, okay? And that, and that's what Boyce does. And that, so it's kind of, contagious. But we have a segment called Conspiracy Files. I'm looking for the background here. I'm trying to pull it up for you guys. Where did I put it? Oh crap! Sorry, I gotta get organized, people. Okay, here we go. Let me see. All right. Okay. So switch the background. Because conspiracy files. We talk about, and I talk about things like this. What Dr. Boyce was just saying. Now you got to ask yourself, why did these videos start popping up? Okay. It wasn't from people like me and you who follow Dr. Boyce. Hey, check this out, man. This is crazy. Because again, I saw the video. I'm like, what is this? So the first thing I do, I go to the channel. These channels are brand new. All right. The channel with the one on it, and then there's another channel. Some dude was in the comments on the video I did yesterday, defending Boyce on this. He jumped in my comments and dropped a link to the part 2. That dude, brand new channel, like 2 videos. No, like, who are these people? Where they come from? Why are they just popping up now? All right, conspiracy file. This is, this is what I like to talk. There's a lot of shit like this going on. Okay, like Boyce is just being, because who has time, right? But so like stuff like this, the content, since it's part of what I do, all right, and there's an audience for it. This is what I do. This is part of what I talk about. But it's very interesting to me, especially. Go do your own research. I say it all the time when I'm doing this show, Conspiracy Files. The information is there. All I do is share it, And that's why I tell everybody, go look for yourself. I leave the links, I leave the resources, I leave everything is there. Like, and shit like this is happening. Like, who put these videos out, and why are they like all brand new channels and you don't know who they are? One dude was it was like Crappy Tony, and he had some stupid he had some stupid let me switch it back. He had some stupid graphic. It's like a piece of crap with with smiling with hand, like, it's like, what? Like, literally, these are the people that personally that reached out to me, like, oh yeah, check this one out. No, it's no, there's more proof. You only saw 5 minutes of it. Here's the 15, the full video. And these people I don't even know who they are. Like, what is that? All right, that's what you gotta ask. Why? All right, what's going on here? All right, very important point that he pointed out. Okay, this shit ain't just by chance. Again, if it was somebody in his audience to say, "Hey, Boyce, what's going on? What's he talking about?" That's one thing, but it wasn't. These videos literally popped up yesterday. As As far as I can tell, all the ones I saw were published. Well, there's only 2 that I seen, but they both were published February 1st. Really? And by, nameless, you don't even know who the people are, So, that goes to, that's what I mean. Being out here, just putting your face out here, all right? Out here in YouTube land and Facebook land, and when you're doing business, that in itself is very scary for most people. It is, because shit like this can happen to you. People will try and discredit you. Hey, I see Jason checking in. Jason Voorhees. I'm just talking about. What's up, Jason? I don't know if I should be scared or laughing. All right. I appreciate you checking in. So yeah, very valid question though. What's going on? What's going on here? Okay. What's really going on? Again, Dr. Boyce and Charles Wu are going to be live tomorrow talking about this, all right? So to all you people, like, for real, like all you people saying, I knew it, and, I'm telling you, there's nothing to this. Dr. Boyce broke it all down. We're just going to, go over a little bit of it. So let me keep going.
And also, it doesn't keep me from taking responsibility for my part. I've told you guys from the beginning, I am not perfect. I am not a messiah. I am not a black leader. I am just a dude who's trying to do his best, and I have some expertise, and I'm trying to make sure black folks have it too, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's it. So let's keep going.
You must have made it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
But this is
kind of like picked on or whatever, and that's good, man.
Yeah, so we're basically, if you can imagine, like the 2 establishments we're fighting against, and we actually used 2 of them. The 2 establishments we're fighting against in African-American culture with our quote-unquote better way of, financial empowerment and entrepreneurialism is, first we're trying to show that the system is broken, like the white overboss. So this is our white overboss angle.
Gotcha.
Ain't no white man never stop you from reading a book. Ain't no white man ever stop you from starting a business. Ain't no white man ever stop you from educating your own damn kids. Ain't no white man ever stop you from doing what's right by your family. Ain't no white man ever stop you from being there for your children and being there for your family and building for your community. Ain't nobody never stopped you from that.
Yeah. Now, that video, I'm not really sure what's comical about that, because everything I said is totally true right there. And that was not part of any sort of advertising campaign or marketing ploy. That is what I really believe. Ain't no white man never stop you from reading a book. But you got a lot of black people who don't want to read a book. You got a lot of brothers out here that ain't read a book since they were in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I'm pausing right there because I think he's going to mention it. But yeah, like he was saying, so that's what I mean. These videos, somebody took the time and they know what they're doing. Okay, because I know, this is what I learned how to do. So somebody took the time to put this video together, to take, these clips of Dr. Boyce, put the cheesy, the cheesy music behind it, to discredit him, to make, oh look, he's just like, this is incredible. Like, that's why, it looks, it looks like somebody just making a joke, but it's not. Okay, this is deliberate. All right, there's a deliberate reason why they're doing this, and you got to ask yourself, since we don't know who it is, like, what are their motives? Like me, I'm doing this video. I'm telling you exactly why I'm doing it. All right, I'm sitting here. That's my real name, like Pearly Q. Like, that's it. I'm not. Shout out to Jason Voorhees. Oh goodness grief. Yeah, he's like, yeah, and he's Russian. Great. Now what? They send you? That's what I mean. Who sent you? All right. Yeah, and he's typing some Russian. Please don't type no Russian shit in my chat, please. I'm paranoid enough. All right. This is funny. All right, but again, that is professional video. Somebody took a lot of time, a lot of effort, to try and make a joke out of what Dr. Boyce does. And again, you just got to ask yourself, why? Who and why? All right. Sorry, as my my chat is going off here. All right, let's keep going.
You got a lot of black people out here swearing up and down that they have no control over their destiny. And I think that it's absolutely ridiculous. And so I don't, I think that, Charles's, again, I had no idea that these conversations had been had, but Charles's perception of the white overboss was really, I think, him seeing what I was already doing for years and saying, okay, let's position this in a specific way so we can make sure the message gets through. I don't think his emotional attachment to the message was what mine was, right? So, that's that. But in a way, it's sort of like, I guess, you see somebody doing something that they really believe in, and you say, okay, let's package this in a specific way so we can convince people to engage in a specific consumer action that will help your business to succeed. Every company does something like this in the sense that marketing must happen for business to survive. So in a way, I think that what might have been going, I can't speak for him. I'll bring him in tomorrow and he can talk for himself, because I think he should answer for this stuff. He's going to have to, he's had to answer a lot of my questions as well, and I'll ask him again openly. But, without marketing properly, there really is no way for us to be able to pay all the Black people that we're taking care of.
All right. So right there, and that's what I see, right? If the majority of the people that were upset about this video and the other one, 99% of the reason they're upset about it is because they don't understand exactly what Dr. Boyce is explaining, how sales works, how a sales strategy is put together, how marketing works. The people that are hooting and hollering are just like, you can't offer any kind. Yeah, why I gotta pay? Why don't you tell me for free? Information's free. Why I gotta pay for it? All that stuff. Be honest, you're way too, it's like you're almost beyond help. If that's the mentality you have, you don't really understand that to have a business, you have to sell something. Nobody can help you as far as I'm concerned. That's why I respect Dr. Boyce. I didn't realize how much shit he goes through. So yes, I got a taste of it myself when I came out and jumped on here and did the video defending him. Man, people jumped all over me, calling me all kinds of names. Good grief. But at the end of the day, those same people, if you were to ask them, okay, well, so your situation is good, cool. But if it isn't, what are you doing? What's the solution? Are you coming up with a solution? That's all it is for all of us. I started my business because I needed a solution. I needed an economic solution for my family and myself. All right. I need things to be a certain way. I need our quality of life to be a certain way. I need it to be consistent, and I need to be able to pass it on to my children. All right. That's why I've got started on my journey towards entrepreneurship. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Never mind the rhetoric, never mind the distractions and all this stuff. Again, the way I see things, I'm looking at why. Why is the distraction being created? Why are people purposely putting this out here? Because they know it's going to piss people off. Because they know people don't understand. So that's why they're doing it, and they're doing the exact same thing they're accusing Dr. Boyce of doing, kind of being manipulative. And again, it's one thing if Dr. Boyce was saying this. This is Charles Wu. This is another man. That's his, that's Charles, Boyce can't control what that man says. But again, he can, and he is gonna discuss this with him man to man tomorrow. And we're gonna be able to take part in that. And he's gonna do that because that's what he does. Okay? So yeah, let's keep going.
There's no way for us to do that. But we never market on anything. Not a word comes out of my mouth that I cannot defend for the rest of my life. And if I say something that is not true, I will apologize for that. But every single word that comes out of my mouth, I believe all of this. So again, I think that, if you look at this, I compare it to when Melissa Harris Perry wrote a hit piece on Cornel West, where she took Cornel West and didn't just sort of disagree with him. It's one thing if you challenge someone's thinking, but what you can also try to do is belittle them, like make them seem like a caricature. That's what they do. That's what the Republicans do. The Democrats do that to Republicans. And when you make someone look like a cartoon character, you effectively nullify anything that comes out of their mouth. So effectively, by using that cartoonish music and sort of playing that in the background when I'm making a very serious statement, this is the guy's effort to say, don't believe in this guy, don't believe in what he's saying, you know. And the reason I don't take too much offense to that is because that's just what people do. But also, I'm not asking you to believe in me. I'm asking you to believe in the motherfucking message. I'm asking you to hear what I'm saying to you. And here's the thing, I don't have to tell you that the white man's got his foot on your neck. I don't have to tell you that that you can actually read a book without his permission. I don't have to do those things to you. I don't have to tell you what it's like to be black in this country. You already know. I don't have to tell you what it's like to go to your job tomorrow. I'm just reminding you so that you will do what you need to do in order to move forward. And so also this other thing, this other idea that, you know, that there's this massive scam going on and the goal is just to get money. The ironic thing about that is that to join the Black Business School doesn't cost you a penny. So I don't know how you're exploiting anybody when you say, here, it's free. This even makes the socialists happy. The socialists want to see every black business bankrupt. Yvette Carnell is pretty much in that socialist communist category, right? They don't want anything to cost anything. They'll go buy some Starbucks or they'll go buy, you know, food at a restaurant, but they don't want to support a black business by giving them anything. So what I did was, you know, with the team, I said, let's kill that argument by just making it free. Anybody who wants to come in, you can come in. I'm not going to stop you from coming in. Like a church, you can come on in if you want to. But once you get in, we give you a chance to kick the tires. Every single program we have, every program in our Black Money sequence, 101, 102, 103, 104, is backed by legitimate credentials. All of our people are credentialed. My PhD is real. Dr. Dutra's PhD is real. Attorney Tanya Nebo has a real law degree. Dr. Claude Anderson, his degree is real. So basically, all these programs, we allow you to run in, kick the tires, check it out, spend 30 days, don't pay a penny. And then if you like it, so it ain't me persuading you to like something that you don't like. You're not stupid. If you look at it and you're like, okay, I think this is good, you know, and you compare it to what you got at that white university you went to, and you say, you know, this is better for me because I'm black and these people are black and they're teaching me stuff that I never learned in school. Then that's when we say, you know what, we could really use your support. You know what, we got bills to pay. It ain't easy out here. We're trying to stay independent. If you don't mind paying a fair price for this class, we can work with you. And so at the end of the day, again, I ask anybody that will say it's a scam is, you know, and anybody who believes what I'm saying, anybody who agrees with us already, I need you to go and take this information and just ask people this, like, where's the scam? It's free. Like, where's the scam in giving something away for free? Where's the scam? And a customer engaging in business and buying a product that they're happy with. Where's the scam? If I go buy a pair of shoes and I'm happy with the shoes because I needed some shoes, did I get scammed? If I go and I'm hungry and I give you $20 for a meal and you feed me and the food was delicious, was there a scam? Does the fact that there's marketing, is that the scam? Like that they have a sign and they have, you know, a commercial that says, hey, come buy our food. Is that where the scam is? See, we gotta confront this, and I want to dissect this. I really want to dig into this because that's why you don't have any businesses being built in the community, because everybody, you have so many people. Again, these are people that ain't built nothing, ain't got, you know, Yvette ain't got no kind of business. She begs for money on her YouTube channel, so she doesn't know anything about running a company, nothing about investing, nothing about free enterprise. So you got these people in the black community who know nothing about economics, who know nothing about investing, who know nothing about running a business, who are telling black people that business is the devil, that spending money on a product that you're happy with is crazy and horrible and you're being scammed, and that's just not true.
Right. Chime in here. So yeah, he's speaking a little bit, and he was talking about Yvette. So him and Yvette Carnell used to be friends. He actually, you know, employed her. All right, paid her to write articles and content for, you know, his channel and other online, you know, assets he has, whatever, you know, and he actually let her use his platform on YouTube, you know, to promote, you know, to do her own videos and stuff, and he got in trouble because she went on and said something disrespectful about Farrakhan. And him and Farrakhan, are friends. He respects Farrakhan a lot. Learned a lot from him, stuff like that. So Yvette, she just really angry. I mean, I don't spend too much time. I've seen enough of her stuff to know she's just angry, and she, like he said, she don't know how to. She can't tell you how to run a business. She can't give you anything, and to me, she can't give me anything that's gonna improve the value. Improve the value of my life. All she does is complain and say that, yeah, capitalists. I came across a video of hers. She's still like going at Boyce really hard. Boyce really don't talk about it. They parted ways a while back. I want to say it was years now. It's a couple of years. But she is literally pulling up every video, and it's just him talking, like the one I saw yesterday. She was upset, like he talked about it today. He talked about it multiple times, and rightfully so, because she has been. When he wasn't, she was still playing his videos and then responding to him like he's talking about her when he's just talking about people in general. Not complaining and not having solutions, and it's like, hey, you can't just complain and not do anything about it. You got to start working towards something. You got to do something about it other than complain. And that's what she was doing yesterday. A little bit of the video I saw, she was just going in, and I can't let it go. And I'm like, but I was like, wait a minute, he didn't even say your name. Like, why do you think he's talking about you? Anyway, again, like facts are facts. The proof is there, okay? The educational resources are real. They are useful. I can speak from experience, all right? They are useful, and they, if you take action, if you learn, anything, that's what I mean. He has a lot of different, courses, just general business and in general, to online stuff, to, franchising, if you want to get into that, to real estate, him and, what's his name? Andre Hatchett, they have a course on how to start your own notary, how to become a notary and work for yourself. Like at the very basic level, like, what a notary does, like at the, you just sign papers and put the little stamp on them, like you got to go to the bank usually to do it, when you need something notarized, right? All it takes is you just got to pay a fee, depending on which state you're in. But basically, you pay a fee, you provide some documentation, and you get the certification. It's a little bit of trade, but yeah, you stamp, you stamp these papers. But again, it's a service, right, that you can charge for. And at the end of the day, it's something that you could really, at the very basic level, give yourself a job doing that. You get $75 to $300 per document, okay, that you notarize. All right, things like this is tangible, all right, quantifiable, something if you take action on it, you will see results. Again, I speak from experience. Now, so Yvette, like I heard Yvette and what's his name, Tone talks, like back when her and Boyce first parted ways. Again, she was going in hard on him, and Boyce, he wasn't. He was being very diplomatic about it for a long time, and he wasn't really talking about it. All he would say was, well, we were friends and we worked together. Now we don't, not seeing eye to eye. And he left it at that for a long time. But now, I'm seriously, like I said, it's like a year or two later, and she still, that's all she does. Just go in on it. Again, it's one thing. Okay, cool. You're upset about something. Is there a problem? Okay, what's the solution? And watch her videos, and if there's a solution to capitalism, like, okay, you don't like people making, starting businesses and making money. You don't want to pay. I don't know what her deal is, but I heard her and Tone, a dude named Tone Talks. They were going in on Boyce. He always talks about how he has a PhD. Like, a lot of people are real salty out here. all right, that I've seen. I've been seeing, it's a damn shame, People are really salty out here. And so, yeah, they going in. He always talking about how he got a PhD and blah, blah, blah. But basically their solution, all right, to the economic stress, okay, that, all of us face when we, can't get a job that pays enough or whatever. They're basically what they said, and I can't remember which video it was, but basically their solution is the government, right, needs to step in. She says this a lot. That's her solution. We need to make the government, give us what we need, whether it's reparations, whatever. We need to make the government do it. We can't. She's always saying how we can't. Boyce is always saying, like, yes, you can do a Facebook. Yes, we can do a YouTube. We can do our own platforms and things like of that nature. And they were actually, it was her and Boyce. Yeah, they were discussing that, debating that. And she was, this was a while back before they parted ways. But yeah, she basically, I remember her specifically saying, we can't. Zuckerberg and already did Facebook. We can't do that. They got all that stuff already. We ain't never gonna catch up with them. Like, that's her attitude. Go look her up, people, if you don't know. So, but people support her, and that's fine. That's your business. But again, what are you supporting? Like, I support things that that are positive, constructive, productive, right? And I'm not gonna waste my time on it unless it improves, okay, the quality of my family's life. All right? If it's information and skills that I can use to improve my family, the quality of my family's life, then I'm going to spend some time on it. I'm going to invest the time, all right, and whatever else is necessary. So yeah, he's talking about a vet actually quite a bit. So yeah, I'll put a link, okay, to this video. I'll pin it in the comments after this live stream is done. But if you're watching, you might, you probably already subscribed to Dr. Boyce anyway. But again, like he said, it's up to us to share this. And if you have, if you really want to learn and your mind is open to understanding things, then you're gonna listen. People that have already, cussing them out and stuff, they obviously weren't weren't supporting him anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're just looking for an excuse to be salty, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and I gotta get out of here.
So I'm not even really speaking for ourselves. Like, we have the people that love us who are going to ride with us because they've seen it for themselves. They've gone through the programs, they loved it, their children are in the programs, and they're happy. So we're going to be fine. I'm really talking to those people, or speaking on behalf of those people who are trying to start a business, who can't get off the ground because you got every Negro within a 100-mile radius saying that there's something wrong with charging a fair price for a quality product. And that's ridiculous. Like, that's kind of sick. So let me see here. I'm gonna look at some of the questions. Omar says, he looks like he has a good question. My issue is the perception that the BBS info is basic. If we don't understand the basics of business, finance, and investing, then how in the hell can you expect to learn the complex concepts? Yeah.
All right. So that's it. And again, I relate, I support because, okay, I'm going through it. I've been through it. All right. And like you said, a lot of people get discouraged and don't follow through because when you start doing this, start looking for a solution, right? When you want to start your own business, create a job for yourself, whatever it is, which is a business in its basic form is you creating your own job, something you can do yourself, and go out, offer as a service or a product and generate revenue from it to pay your bills. Now. And that, again, I'm going through this now. Like, we're building, we have an online radio station, and my background is as a DJ, okay. And I started all this started from wanting to be a DJ on the radio, okay, chasing these radio station gigs, getting scammed into giving up content for free because that's what they do. Say, oh yeah, okay, well yeah, we'll try you out, and they use your content. Me and my partners Court Boys stand. This KORT stands for Knights of the Round Tables. We're a group of DJs, and that's what we did. We came together and said, all right, fellas, how can we, let's put together, and we put together a 3-hour radio show. And we were on the radio for many years, not getting paid. But, we loved it so much that I was like, okay, well, eventually, we thought everybody had to go through what we were going through. You got to, and you do to a certain extent. But, again, my journey started from putting in years of work, trying to get a decent gig, DJing, a radio gig, a full-time gig, to, so I could pay my bills doing it. And yeah, we just got jerked around. So finally, the last time we got jerked, I was like, I got to do something. What do I do? And at this time, I didn't even know about Boyce. I came across Boyce's podcast years later. All right. And if I would have found him sooner, that would have cut a lot of, that would have definitely put me ahead of the curve. Right. But it took me a while to get my skills up, because you got to go through a lot of bullshit, because people like Boyce aren't easy to find when you first, start your journey, right? So that's why I appreciate what he does. That's why I support what he does, because he's growing, and he's making a real effort, to get in front of as many people as he can. All right, with the information, which is real, useful information. All right, that if you act on it, you will see results. Okay, I can speak on that from experience. All right, that's it for now, people. So yeah, I'm gonna put a link, like I said, to the full video. Okay, Dr. Boyce breaking all this down himself. Okay, so make up your own mind. That's what I mean. People already done made up their minds. All right, people like me ain't gonna, unless you show me, something crazy that Boyce did or said. Ain't gonna change my mind. Because again, even if he did at this point, even if he did something crazy, that still doesn't mean, what he teaches is real, and it will change your life. Starting your own business, taking control of your own financial situation. How is that a scam? Like he says, where's the scam? Like, that's not a scam. All right. People that are complaining are just literally, too lazy to invest the time and the effort it takes to change their situation. Shit ain't easy. All right. I've been at it for like 5 years, at least. So it's hard work. It ain't nothing ever easy. All right. You gotta put in that work, but you gotta understand that you put in that work, and the benefits, will be worth it for me. So that's why I'm still at it. That's why I didn't stop, and that's why I kind of came across Boyce because I was at that point. Okay, I was already at it for a couple of years, and I was at that point where I was ready to give up, because, like he said, you got people within 100 radius, starting from in your own house to 100-mile radius around you, that are constantly being negative and telling you can't do it. That's not gonna work. No, that's not paying the bills. Yeah, it's not right now, but it will if I, keep working. I've been spent half my life working for other people anyway. Why not spend a few years working on my shit? Let's see what happens. All right. That's my opinion on it. Again, just want to put the information out there. All right, we'll see you guys. You're gonna start seeing more content from us on the channel here. Good stuff. Like I said, we do some fun stuff. We like to have fun, but we also like to inform and educate too. So we're gonna try. That's why I'm trying. Try it. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll go well. I think people will enjoy it. I mean, we're already, I already know that people enjoy what we do. We're just not doing it on YouTube yet. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. All right. It's Pearly Q Court Boys Radio Show. Thanks for checking out. If you checked in on the live stream, and thanks, if you're checking in on the replay, appreciate it. Make sure you hit the link below this video for Dr. Boyce's, full breakdown of this situation with Charles Wu. And tomorrow I'm gonna come back and make sure I post the link to the conversation that he's going to have with Charles Wu. Okay, and they're both going to discuss this. Okay, all right, which will be very interesting for sure. All right. Again, we got to solve problems. It's about solving problems, y'all. Got to respect it. Got to respect it. All right, we'll see you in the next video.